Hello Guardians, it is Ebontis here. We are in Season 5 now. Season 4 has ended. We are in the Season of the Forge. In case you don't know what I'm talking about, you can look right up here. So the Black Armory launches next week. That is when your power cap will change. So powerful gear you get this week is not going to do as much for you. But if you do have bounties that give powerful gear and you can save them, they are probably going to help you next week. So my advice, do all the powerful gear bounties you can. Don't finish them. And then next week, you can pretty much turn them all in and get a nice boost to your light. I'll explain that as I do stuff throughout the week, but we'll cover that later. Before I jump into all the vendors and everything, I do like to show you guys, at least on screen, the timestamp so you guys can jump ahead. So I will leave this stuff up here for a little bit just as I talk, and then also it will be down below in the description. So if you want to check and just see what Shaxx has for inventory, you can jump ahead there. Talk about the Dreaming City. Again, I just try and break it apart in pieces so you guys can jump ahead if you want to. I know it helps some of you guys out. But Season 5 is here. We have a Vidoc that is out there covering basically the future of the annual pass, which personally looks very cool, at least for the Black Armor alone. Then we've got patch notes for things that have changed. We've got some fluctuations to certain weapons and supers and crucible modes and gambit, and a lot of stuff has changed there. I'm not going to go break that stuff down here. This is the weekly reset for what is within the game. If you guys want to see my thoughts about the patch notes, I could do that. If you guys want to see me break down the Vidoc, that one I probably more will likely do. Just have my thoughts in certain places, pause it, kind of do kind of a live feedback situation. Something like that might be something I will do eventually. But you guys came here for what's actually going on in the game this week, which is kind of an odd week because we are between Black Armory and the previous like Forsaken. So we're in this kind of off week where we have a patch, but not everything for one is going to be working correctly. They said there's a couple bugs, but not many. But you're not going to be turning in powerful gear again for higher things. There's no major events going on. There's one big one. Shattered Throne is going on in the Dreaming City, so that one's nice. So if you're working for your Wish Ender, you can get that and all those pieces. So we will cover all that. To get started, your flashpoint will be on Titan. It's probably one of the easiest ones to do. The public events rotate back and forth really quickly. There's like there's like 1, 2, 3, 4. There's at least 4 lost sectors, so you don't get bored. Knock out your heroic adventure. All of those things will knock out your flashpoint pretty quickly. Is it required this week if you're 600? No. But doesn't hurt to add some infusion fodder in there. It also does look like if you had like daily things stored up, because I hadn't been doing all of my daily activities like Flashpoint and Daily Strike and Crucible and Gambit, those look like they have been completely reset. So now we're going to be back on that daily rotation for powerful gear, which will be more important next week more than anything. For the Vanguard, it's a good week for Vanguard activities, whether it's story missions, heroic adventures, or strikes. It's a triple heavyweight week. So Tuesday, Friday, and Monday are all going to be heavyweight, and then outside of that, I'll put the schedule below. You also have Void Singe all week, so if you guys were grinding out anything, I got my Bad Omens with cluster and tracking, so that one's going to be fun to use. Edge Transit still works in Void Singe and heavyweight. Edge Transit hits really hard, so depending on how the strike is set up, it's not a bad one. So that will definitely be there. Your Nightfalls of the week, which I will work on some solos for you guys. You got the Warden of Nothing. That one, of course, is not too bad, and I think an Arc Singe is pretty good there if I remember correctly. I could be wrong, so if I misspeak, I'm sorry. Hollowed Lair, that one, I'm typically using a Solar Singe on this one if you're going for 100k. Match game, blackout, momentum, run with friends, add a big handicap on there, all that stuff will help you out. And then Savathun song, I don't think I've actually got a video out on that one in a little bit, so I probably will start there. I think I've used Whisper on that one before, hits like a truck, and Solar's actually the only thing really on Savathuns that you fight or Solar are like 4 crossbow guys if it's a normal loadout of the strike. So my advice for Savathuns is Solar, and it's probably one of the easier ones, depending on your group and solo and things like that. There's ways to just kind of work your way through, depending on how quickly you can, take the boss out. So my advice is Savathuns if you're going solo. Warden isn't bad, but depending on with the prison section, it can get dicey. Hollowed Lair, there are so many guys coming at you. Solo is also tough. So Savathuns is probably the one I can say is the easiest to orchestrate a solo on, so I'll work on that guide for you guys first. Next, Gambit. Make sure you guys jump in there. We are in a new season, so make sure you guys jump in. If you have any bounties, make sure you do 1 match in Gambit before you turn in those bounties and get the new experience level. I think everything basically doubled. They've got some new bounties in there. They've got one specifically that wants you to kill primevals, no, not primevals, the envoys, those things that are going to actually help get you the multiplier, which is good. Also, Gambit has had some other changes. I'm not going to go into all of them, but the catch-up mechanics have changed a little bit and things like that. So definitely go play Gambit. It could have a different feel. Crucible, got some changes in here as well. For your rotating playlists, it looks like we've got more in here. So Lockdown and Showdown, a couple different playlists that they've been working on in Crucible Labs are in here. Mayhem's going to be back, so we're going to have more rotations in the weekly playlist, so this will at least be a little more fun to talk about. Quick play, all your ranks have reset. Valor, Glory, all those have reset. And you've got your grinds back as well. So for competitive, you've got the grenade launcher that looks like a quick little mini missile launcher, which is going to be kind of insane. For Gambit, you've got the auto rifle, which is back for your grind. And then for Vanguard, we've got the fusion rifle. So your pinnacle weapons, they're going to be some long grinds, but they're your pinnacle weapons for those 3 activities, and they are active as of now. Let's go check some vendors, quite a few to talk about, and then we'll head to the Tangled Shore and the Dreaming City. So, vendors first, here we go. Alright, so Tess Evers has a quest for us, so let's see what she's got. Alright, Guardians, so we are here at Tess, and we've got quite a few things to cover. First off, this engram looks kind of awesome. Just the engram itself looks cool. This etched engram is going to be all your new stuff. Well, while we're in here, we can look at, basically, let's look over the exotics real quick. If you guys want to skip ahead, again, timestamps are there, but let's cover the exotics and the Pride engram so we can see what we've got for the year. Not much. This armor set for the Titan looks cool. I haven't seen the other two, just haven't been on the characters, but it looks like I fell out of almost Atlantis or something. I don't know. Or Aquaman. Like, I'm digging this color scheme and the armor set. Just kind of like it. I have no idea if the perks are going to be good. They are, they're restorative, so that's actually not a bad thing. Yeah, I could run with that set if I could get some perks. Just looks pretty cool. For ornaments, we've got some new ones. Nothing too crazy here. Skyburner's Oath, Middle Multi-Tool, Polaris Lance, Suros Regime, 1,000 Voices, for example. One Terrible Scream. Just looks awful, kind of steampunky. You got the Black Talon, the Tangled Paladin, which definitely looks cool. Makes that sword look even more awesome. Salute to the Colonel. Definitely going to shout this one out as an iridescent chicken ornament, so that is kind of amazing. You got some armor ones down here. You guys can come in here and check them out, but those were just kind of some of my favorites. Even the Suros Chrome, I like that. Like, that's what Suros should look like if it's coming from the Black Armory. Maybe it gets a buff, but I doubt it. Suros needs some help. Big time. For your Ghost Shells. Now, I'm not only going to cover the exotics. You've got the Sanctum Plate Shell. This is kind of a good general use if you see it. You got Gunsmith Telemetry, Vanguard Scanner for additional, faction consumables, and Crucible Scanner. Pretty much just your general use it all the time. Also looks fairly cool. Then you've got your Future Perfect Shell, Speed Demon, so that's all sparrows going faster, and Omni Telemetry. You got your Guiding Light and Omni Telemetry, which is basically experience in all things. If you're going for those packages, it's a good way to get them quicker. This one, though, the Rust Punk Shell, has this Treasure Hunter perk on it. I have one other ghost with something very similar to this, and it's kind of awesome. If you're running around looking for packages, or just, you'll bump into more chests than you know what to do with, just by running around, playing the game, which we're going to be doing a lot, come new content. So if you see the Rust Punk Shell somewhere to get, it is my advice that you find some way to try and get it, because it will definitely be worth it. I've used that Star Map Shell that I have, which has almost the same perk on it, and it works well. I'll even look down the scope on my gun and I'll see chests that are farther ahead. It's weird, I don't know if it's broken or something, but the 50-meter range, you're going to see a lot more than you usually do, and it works on every planet, so you don't have to switch. And it comes with Omni Telemetry as well, so you're pretty much good to go all the time as well. So, if you see the Rust Punk Shell, I advise picking it up because that thing has served me very, very well. For your emotes, I'll cover the exotics so you guys can look over the legendaries. We've got the Pyrrhic Victory. If you guys have seen the movie The Rock with Nicolas Cage, this is him in that movie, so I actually know one for a change. You guys will have to help me out with a couple others. Let's chat. This is just literally turn around a chair, kneel down, let's talk. We've got the Nothing is Wrong, Everything is Totally Okay. So just going to sit back, grab a sip of coffee, cool. And then finally the S'mores, which is cool just because, put the marshmallow on, cook it up. I could actually put it in my belly just because the armor I'm wearing, and then even takes it off. So very cool emotes. There's other ones down here you guys we'll cover those on the normal weekly stuff. Sparrows, these are looking fairly cool. Approaching Infinity. You must be, because I have no idea how this thing even flies. It looks ridiculous, but, I guess if you're going to have an exotic sparrow, it may as well be ridiculous, so that's good. Then we've got the Burnout, an actual animated one because it looks like Ghost Rider took over. I'm honestly a fan, just not sure how it would look while you drive, but anything with animated fire on it, never going to argue pretty much in this game. The Bronco, Tex Mechanica, I'm pretty sure is the one who did this. They're not going to have the little thing in the corner, but they've got the ornament, it's got the wood on it, it's got the ornate, it's got the, sights up here. All of this stuff is basically saying Tex Mechanica all over it. And it's very ornate and cool, so definitely looks like you're basically riding a gun, which is kind of awesome. Then we've got Sparrows, already did. Ships, these are actually, there's some cool ones in here. So this one, it looks like you've got Sleeper Simulate on a ship, so kind of a thing. I'm going to save the best for last. The Odreer, I'm sure I'm butchering that. This one, for an exotic ship, I'm like, kind of like, woo. Like, even if I slap a shader on there, it's like, yeah, there's, like, you can see some of the Black Armory symbols, maybe a little bit here and there, just not doing much for me, compared especially to this one. So this is Ada 1's Lone Wolf. Ada 1 is gonna be, I think, the vendor for Black Armory, and it looks like this thing's got enough guns on it to blow a hole in the side of a planet. So, in the scheme of unique ships, kind of awesome and a beast, and very much lackluster. So, you can have your opinion. I gotta show you guys one of these, though. They all look like bugs. They're kind of hilarious, so if you want your Dragonfly, this is you. Then we've got shaders and mods. Those are pretty much going to be there. So, Prismatic Matrix this week is going to have your Burnout that you saw. You've got the Salute to the Colonel ornament. You've got your new armor sets as an option. And a new ornament for Hazard of the Cast. This is definitely going to start playing into the Black Armory look. There's 3 different, I don't even know what you want to call them. 3 armories, I guess. Or themes to these weapons. This is one of them. Definitely a unique look to it. Kind of digging that one. Got the competitive dance. Somebody tell me in the comments what this is actually from. I don't know if it's like Saturday Night Fever or what. I'm sure it's something along those lines. A ship, and a projection. Down here, for your Bright Dust choices, we've got the Ska Dance. That one, I'm sure someone knows exactly what it's from, but that's just kind of a dance. Awaken the Warmind. This one is back. It's an old one, but, got those neon lights are cool. Nothing too crazy through here. You got your Lost Treasure projection. For your ornaments that you can buy this week, you've got the Tangled Paladin, again, that awesome sword, and you're down to business, and this is an older one, basically covering it in gold and wood. So, that's pretty much it there. Next, let's go take a look at Mr. Zavala. Got some changes. Alright, Guardians, so here at Zavala, a couple things have changed. You're still going to have your high risk, high reward. This is going to count for your Nightfall scores set in different Nightfall strikes. Now remember, when you're going up and checking your Vanguard strikes, Nightfalls, we're going to have potentially some new stuff. So this is going to be anything, it seems, from Forsaken forward. So seasons 1 through year 1 doesn't count, but if you have year 2, it's going to be good. Like Savathun Song is one I haven't done yet for score, so I'll definitely be working on that one, for example. So you can still work on those things, but in here, complete Nightfall strikes in Season 5. Got to complete 25 Nightfall strikes just to get that emblem. But the emblem is right there in the ward, so they kind of changed up the way some of these rewards are going to work. So, we've also got 2 quests. Now, these are going to be multiple things at each vendor's. We're going to cover each of them. So, Danger After Dark. Vanguard Bounties. These are these. You have to do 30 of them, so you literally can't probably get this unless they are actually linked to accounts. Now, that is one thing I'll have to check. I think, to my knowledge, these new quests are going to be account linked, which, thank God, because that was really annoying to start and be like, 80% of progress between 2 different characters. So Vanguard Bounties, got to do 30 of them, you're going to get a Nightshade. Now, Nightshade was basically I think it's a pulse rifle if I'm remembering correctly, and pulse rifles are in a pretty good spot. I don't know what the perks on it are going to be, because now we can't actually go look. Like Toil and Trouble last season, you could look at the perks and be like, hey, that thing's worth the grind. Honestly, at this point, somebody's going to have to get it and tell us. So, now the countdown to 0 is going to be the loaded question. This is the Pinnacle reward for Season 5. This is going to be a fusion rifle. I forget the perks on it, but it's definitely out there. Once more people know about it, or when I can get it, I'll let you guys know. This is the start of the quest. I don't know if it's actually just all of these things together, but it may be. You've got fusion rifle kills, so complete strikes or Nightfall activities, and defeat enemies in strikes using the following methods. So in strikes or Nightfalls, you need 500 fusion rifle kills. So go find one you're happy with. This is going to be a common thing. You need arc kills. So If you're using Merciless, remember you're not going to be doing the others. But Art kills Thunderlord, you can mow stuff down all day long, probably knock that one out. Activities completed, 40 strikes or Nightfalls. At some point, there will be some grinding involved. It's obvious. So I think it's all 3 of those pieces, and you're going to get this new fusion rifle that has one of these Pinnacle unique perks to it. Loaded question. I'm blanking off the top of my head, but believe me, I will do videos on this stuff later. It's going to take a minute to get these guns. So that's mostly what's changed here. Again, you have the emblem, requires the Triumph completion to get your actual emblem, and you can actually see your Nightfall score on it, which is cool. Gives you a little different way to look at it as opposed to your, you know, high risk, high reward. If you want something that looks a little more Vanguard, if you're like, hey, I'm a strike fiend, this is what I do, this is your emblem. And your shader, the Vanguard Unyielding, also have to get the completion. If you want to look like you went to North Carolina, then I think this one is for you. Let's go talk to Shaxx and see what he's got this season. Alright, Guardians, so now with Shaxx, we have a change. Now, the quests that you had previously, if you're still working on them, they're still there. So, Redrick's Broadsword. I was at 93% before yesterday. I'm still at 93% today. Haven't done as much on these as I probably should. I need to play PvP more. If you're working on your Luna's Howl or Not Forgotten, I think those are still going to be an option as well. I think. Not Forgotten. I know Luna's Howl for sure, but no, I know Not Forgotten is getting to, like, Legend, which is going to be a hell of a task. So, good luck. If I can ever get Luna's Howl, I will be pretty much ecstatic. So, those are still there, but we have a new one. First of many. This is going to be the initial quest up, and there are multiple pieces to this as well. This is going to be for the grenade launcher. Pretty sure it's kinetic, and it fires like a little mini missile, and it goes like in a straight line very, very quickly. So basically, not quite hit scan, but going to be pretty damn close to if you fire and point it at the ground at their feet, they're pretty much going to take the grenade at their feet and die. So grenades are going to be a thing, as this is a grenade launcher. I think you have to use grenade launchers to get it. So fighting line is going to be a thing. The militia's grenade launcher from the Lake of Shadows is going to be one you're going to want to grind for whenever it comes, comes back. I apologize. But this is the start of that quest. So, grenade launchers, a thing. Pull out your edge transits, pull out your plays of the game. All of those are going to start to be a factor. And we might have new grenade launchers come Black Armor. We don't know till next week. We do have a new gun. This is called Wishbringer, and this one requires Valor rank Legend. So you actually have to get a full Valor reset to get this one. Now, they pretty much know what they're doing here. Full choke, accurized rounds, slide shot, snapshot sights, and range. And you can masterwork it when you get it. If you want to know what a PvP shotgun looks like, this is it. I mean, go check out Fallout Plays. That guy has the shotgun science down to an art. And he's like either full choke or rifled barrel, which is kind of a tweak since full choke was a thing. Slide shot, I'm sure people are amazing at this. You've got range on a shotgun, which is always good. Snapshot sights, and then also a range masterwork. This is it. This is what you want. So if you want to grind out anytime there's a double or triple Valor week, this is what you're going to be going for, and it should be worth it for a PvP shotgun. Now, the Reach Valor rank Fabled, I mean, it's a pair of boots. They're just Forsaken boots. They have grenade launcher dexterity, which, you know, maybe you will want if you're working on that grenade launcher grind. Primary and special ammo finder, energy dexterity. Nothing crazy here. I'm not sure why these are specifically, but I also think these may rotate. So if you're looking for a full set of Crucible armor, check in. We'll have to see if these rotate every week, and I'll always update you guys when it comes to the weekly reset. So those are all going to be a thing. Got a new ornament, or shader, I should say, Devil in the Details. Now that one looks kind of cool. Definitely gives kind of a glossy red. Well, I'm digging that one, actually. So a little bit of blue undertones if it's just my butt. I'm not sure if it's the pants I'm wearing, but mostly the red and the white. Kind of a fan. And then you got your ornament. Complete the Season 5 Combat Crucible Triumph. So you'll have to dig your triumphs and see what it takes, but it's a cool looking emblem as well. Over here on page 2, basic stuff that we had last season. Alright, to the Drifter. Well, guys, I did finish up my Malfeasance quest, but I'm honestly just going to wait and see if Black Armory next week lets me pick this up at a higher level, and I'm a week away, so I'm probably just going to leave it here. But we have some new stuff. We have new bounties. There will be a daily one potentially that says you need to defeat the envoys. Look for that one, and hopefully people will learn that you actually need to kill the envoys, but those will be changing. But pick up your Gambit. These are going to give you more. Notice this is 150, 50, 30, 30. The infamy rank is going to be more. I think the tiers are tied in a little better, and you should get more drops as you progress through the tiers. So more rewards from Gambit pretty much across the board. It's a good thing. Now down here we have a couple new additions. Last season, if you got 1 reset of infamy, you got the curated role of trust. 2 resets, which I grinded until 1 o'clock in the morning last night, and I finally got my bad opens with tracking and cluster bombs and full blast radius. Those are all here as well. Now, somebody please tell me in the comments, because I honestly don't know, because I literally finished this thing last night, if this is something that now I can just buy because I've done it and you guys still have to get your infamy resets, or you can just buy them now as well. So somebody in the comments, please let me know, because mine's account based and I don't have a way to know. So somebody tell me if these are available to purchase for all of you guys and you just need 5,000 Glimmer and 10 enhancement cores, because I lost some sleep over this, or if you still have to get those resets and then they just unlock. I'm just kind of curious. But we do have a new one. This is your Pinnacle Gambit weapon. Before the Storm is the quest, and you're going to need 500 auto rifle kills in Gambit matches. You're going to need 100 auto rifle multi-kills in matches. You're going to need 150 challenging enemies defeated. I don't know if that's, you know, invaders or orange bars or heavy, whatever it is. And then 40 matches. Now, if you guys think on a Gambit match, especially if you go to 3 rounds, that's like a 20-minute match. You do 20 minutes times 40 matches, it's going to take you some time to grind. Now, you're going to be using auto rifle a lot, so that may change your playstyle. So find an auto rifle you like. But Breakneck, honestly, the Onslaught perk in that one, as Rampage increases, the rate of fire increases. That thing is going to be awesome. I saw a quick little clip on Twitter of what it was like in the Hollowed Lair, like Nightfall. And as those hundreds of guys are running at you, it's going faster and doing more damage. It's just mowing them down. It is insane. So this thing is going to be worth it. And then you're probably going to be so tired of playing auto rifles, you may not want it, but it's definitely going to be a good one to have. So if you like playing Gambit, this is your Pinnacle grind, and this is a new thing this season. So very cool. I'm kind of digging this one. Also, I just like this ornament. You have to complete the Triumph completion, but you can see his little ship towing whatever's behind him. And his Gambit duds. Apparently, you've been brushed in white and copper, so that is his shader. Alright, so I think that's most everything for the tower. Let's go ahead and I'm going to check the clan bounties real fast, and then I'll meet you guys over in the Tangled Shore and the Dreaming City. Alright, Guardians, so you may be spending some more time with Hawthorne because we have a new clan banner to work on. So if you're looking for the clan banner, looks like a Forsaken banner. If you guys are looking for a clan, by the way, it's a public clan, so legendary emblems only. This is mine. Whether you're on PC or PS4, I'm playing mostly on PC. If you're looking to play with me, I'm on PC. But we have new perks, so public event rewards, weekly clan milestone rewards, 5 additional legendary shards, you know, additional rewards when defeating Scorn. Weekly clan challenge also grants an enhancement core and grants a chance of receiving legendary engram when completing a strike with clan members. So overall, basic stuff that we'll grind for. But if you did get to your max rank in previous seasons, you can go ahead and enjoy. And again, if you guys are looking for a clan, it should be public. You might just be able to search and join it. So check it out if you guys want to. But from her, you'll have your basic clan bounties. Definitely pick these up if you guys are working through the weekly raid challenge. Is which I don't even know which that one is, but I'm guessing it's one of the first 2. So you guys probably know the raid bounties better than I do. All right, so just a quick thing here, just a reminder, pick up your clan bounties. Everything has reset. You're back to clan rank 0, so time to put the grind in. All right, now to Tangled Shore and talk to Spider. All right, Guardians, so we are here with Spider. The wanted bounty is going to be the Arcadian Cord. This one is on IO, so failsafe's got the text there. I've done one before, but I can get a video guide up for you guys about that one. Remember, enhancement cores from all 6 of these. If you guys pick them up, I've had 1 or 2, so a little bit of grinding in here. If you got a downtime this week, you can definitely do that. If you're looking for bounties to knock out Ikora's 20 bounties, these are usually pretty easy. Defeat Fallen, super kills, resources gathered, patrols, public events, chests. Pretty basic stuff, like especially if Fallen defeated, that's going to take you like, you know, 5 minutes out here. So don't forget, pick up your enhancement cores. I usually do 1 or 2 just because. Also, if you're maxed out on Glimmer, buy some stuff. I was at 100,000 Glimmer way too long yesterday, so come over here. As long as he's got something, I don't spend much on Glimmer, so I'll literally spend, you know, 40,000 Glimmer here just for some materials, just to spend it on something. Because then at least later on, if I want to turn it into shards, I can. So pretty quick rundown here, but look for that Arcadian Cord guide later. I'll get that one up. And to the Tangled Shore, to Petra and the Dreaming City for the final piece. Alright, Guardians, back to another week in the Dreaming City as well. This is the crazy Taken Curse week, obviously, with the Taken essence floating up from the ground. The giant, like, Taken balls have overtaken most of this place. So we will have, for one, I'll do Ascendant Challenge, get that one up for you guys so you know where it's at, where all the pieces are. You've got War for the Dreaming City, just get your daily bounties done, and this week we've got Dark Monastery. If you guys check out my other videos in a link right now, and I'll take that. That works too. So I'm not sure where that came from. I had tagged myself in a public event and that appeared. So pure happenstance and luck, but I'll take it. But yeah, Dark Monastery, if you guys are looking for the secrets, the triumphs, where Odinum's at, I've got a guide to that one up, so definitely check that one out as well. And your daily bounties, looks like today, Barian Bows, enemies defeated, Lost Sector explored, pretty easy, and Toland in the Ascendant Challenge, so I'll definitely make sure and show you guys where he is at within the Ascendant Challenge. But other than that, I think that pretty much wraps up this week. Next week is when all the insanity drops. You guys have been awesome lately. We broke 26,000 subs, and we're on our way to 27. It just keeps going. You guys are just blowing me away. Steady climb continues. I'm going to be working on some giveaways, potentially for a couple of things. So you guys just stay tuned to the channel, listen for that one. But if you guys have not followed me on Twitch or Twitter, you guys please do so. You'll know when I'm posting new videos, if I'm going live on Twitch, just working on stuff. I'll be working on Shattered Throne, which is the other thing that's going on this week. Shattered Throne is live, your big, giant, mini 3-person raid within the Dreaming City. It's awesome if you haven't done it yet. It's where you get your Wish Ender bow, and it's definitely a very cool thing to do. So that is also active as well. But if you guys have not subscribed to the channel yet, please do so. Definitely help support the channel. If you enjoy the content that I do, it just lets me know to keep doing more of it. So if you guys have any comments, thoughts, let me know those down in the comments below. If you enjoyed the video, drop a like. And if you want to know when my videos come out, hit that alert bell and they will come into your feed very quickly. So thank you guys for all the support lately. It's been amazing. Hope you guys all had great holidays. And we're back at it this week. The, prep before the craziness begins. So next week, Black Armor will be a whole new thing. And we've got a lot to look at and analyze until it comes out next week. So have a great one. I'll see you soon. Sorry about the long video, but hopefully you guys enjoyed it. And I'll catch you on the other one. On the other side. Words. Words are hard, guys, but thank you very much for tuning in. I'll see you soon.